1. Doha, the futuristic capital on the Arabian Gulf. Doha is the beating heart of Qatar, a city where ultra-modern architecture rises dramatically over the peaceful Arabian Gulf, creating a skyline that feels almost futuristic. Walking along the Doha Corniche, you're surrounded by turquoise waters, traditional wooden dhows, and a sweeping panorama of glass towers that glow in the sunlight and illuminate at night with mesmerizing colors. The West Bay district showcases some of the world's most creative skyscraper designs, each building shaped with bold lines, geometric patterns, and cultural symbolism that blends Qatar's heritage with its ambitious vision for the future. Deep within the city, the Souq Waqif preserves Doha's traditional soul, a maze of alleys scented by spices, oud, and freshly brewed tea, filled with artisans selling hand-woven carpets, falcons, perfumes, jewelry, and cultural garments. The evenings come alive with outdoor cafes, shisha lounges, and live music filling the atmosphere. Meanwhile, the Pearl Qatar offers a different world entirely, a luxury island community built on reclaimed land, filled with upscale marinas, Mediterranean-style architecture, and waterfront promenades that make you feel like you're strolling through Monaco or Dubai, but with a distinctly Qatari elegance. 2. Museum of Islamic Art in Mia Park, the jewel of the Gulf. The Museum of Islamic Art, Mia, is not just a museum, it's a masterpiece of architecture and cultural prestige. Designed by the legendary architect Yomin Pei, the building sits majestically on its own island, appearing to float above the sea. As you approach, the structure reveals layer upon layer of geometric beauty inspired by ancient Islamic design, yet reinterpreted through a modern artistic lens. Inside, the galleries house one of the most comprehensive collections of Islamic art in the world, spanning over 1,400 years, with artifacts such as ceramics, rare manuscripts, intricately designed carpets, jewel-encrusted swords, and stunning metalwork that once belonged to sultans, emperors, and royal courts. Outside, the tranquil Mia Park offers sweeping views of the Doha skyline, especially breathtaking at sunset, when the light reflects off the skyscrapers, and the sea turns to shades of gold and purple. Locals and tourists gather on the lawns for picnics, small festivals, outdoor yoga, and food trucks that create a laid-back coastal atmosphere. The long walkway around the park is ideal for photos, making it one of the most iconic and relaxing spots in Qatar. 3. Qatar Cultural Village, Qatar's artistic soul. The Qatar Cultural Village is Qatar's living celebration of art, tradition, and intercultural exchange. Designed with a mix of traditional Islamic architecture and contemporary open-air spaces, the village feels like a peaceful haven far from the city's futuristic energy. At its center lies the Qatar Amphitheater, a grand structure inspired by classical Greek and Islamic design, where concerts, film festivals, and theatrical performances regularly attract audiences from around the world. Walking through Qatar, you'll discover art galleries, craft workshops, exhibitions from international artists, and cultural events that change throughout the year. The Qatar Mosque, famous for its turquoise and gold Persian tile designs, stands as one of the most beautiful modern mosques in the Middle East. Just steps away, the Qatar beach stretches along calm azure waters, offering kayaking, parasailing, paddleboarding, and quiet corners for relaxation. Qatar becomes especially magical at night, when the pathways glow softly under warm lights, the restaurants fill with local families, and musicians and performers create a vibrant, inviting atmosphere. 4. Souq Waqif, the timeless heart of Qatari life. Stepping into Souq Waqif feels like stepping centuries back in time, yet with the comfort of modern cafes and a lively, safe environment. Built on the site of Doha's original market, the souk maintains its traditional mud brick architecture, wooden beams, lantern-lit corridors, and an atmosphere full of color and authenticity. Vendors sell spices stacked in vibrant pyramids, incense burners that perfume the air with oud and amber, handmade jewelry, daggers, textiles, and beautifully crafted Qatari robes. The Falcon Market is one of the most unique features of the entire market area, where you can witness Qatar's ancient falconry tradition firsthand. In the evenings, the entire souk transforms into the city's favorite social hub, filled with restaurants serving Qatari, Lebanese, Turkish, Iraqi, African, Moroccan, and Indian dishes, along with dessert shops and traditional sweet stalls. Live performances, art shows, and cultural events often take place, making this one of the most immersive cultural experiences in Qatar. 5. The Pearl Qatar, luxury island living. The Pearl Qatar is a stunning man-made island known for its opulence, Mediterranean-style architecture, pristine marinas, and a lifestyle that blends elegance with relaxation. The Porto Arabia Marina is lined with superyachts and surrounded by restaurants, boutiques, coffee shops, and waterfront promenades, where visitors stroll day and night. The island is divided into several themed districts: Viva Barrio with its beachfront towers and private sands, Canet Quartier, inspired by Venice, with canals, pastel-colored buildings, and pedestrian bridges that create a romantic European vibe, Medina Central, the entertainment hub with cinemas, plazas, fountains, and family-friendly food venues. Luxury shoppers will find high-end fashion brands, jewelers, and specialty stores throughout the island, while the scenic views make it a favorite location for photography and evening walks. 6. Al Zubarah Fort and Archaeological Site, Qatar's UNESCO landmark. Located on Qatar's remote northwest coast, Al Zubarah Fort stands as one of the country's most important historical landmarks, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The fort itself, built in 1938, features solid limestone walls, traditional watchtowers, and timeless desert architecture that instantly transports you into Qatar's past. Surrounding the fort lies the buried remains of Al Zubarah town, once a powerful trading port and pearling center in the 18th and 19th centuries. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of fortified walls, merchant houses, mosques, marketplaces, and artifacts that reveal Qatar's economic and cultural importance long before the oil era. The silence of the desert, combined with the fort's striking silhouette, creates a serene and almost dreamlike atmosphere, perfect for travelers seeking history, solitude, and sweeping cinematic landscapes. 7. Inland Sea, Khor Al Adaid, Qatar's natural wonder. The inland sea, known as Khor Al Adaid, is one of the most extraordinary natural landscapes in the region. It is one of the few places on Earth where the desert dunes meet the sea directly, creating a surreal environment of rolling golden sand cascading into calm, crystal-clear waters, accessible only by for vehicles driven across dramatic sand dunes. The journey itself feels like an adventure, with professional drivers performing dune bashing, drifting on steep sand slopes, and stopping for panoramic viewpoints, where the horizon stretches endlessly. Once you reach the inland sea, the landscape opens into a tranquil lagoon, framed by ochre dunes and blue waters. Many travelers camp overnight here under the stars, where the sky becomes bright with constellations free from city lights. 8. Lusail City, the city of the future. Lusail is Qatar's bold vision of a futuristic smart city, an urban masterpiece built from scratch with sustainability, technology, and modern luxury at its core. At the center stands Lusail Stadium, the iconic venue of the 2022 World Cup final, surrounded by plazas, gardens, and advanced urban infrastructure. The city's most popular area is the Lusail Marina district, illuminated at night with dynamic multicolor lights that reflect on the water. The waterfront is lined with high-end restaurants, lounges, skyscrapers, and pedestrian pathways, where visitors can enjoy evening walks along the bay. The Lusail Boulevard, inspired by the Champs-Élysées, features palm-lined avenues, shows, light displays, festivals, and luxury boutiques. Lusail represents Qatar's future, a vibrant, cosmopolitan destination that blends creativity, innovation, and lifestyle. 9. Al Thakira Mangroves, Qatar's coastal oasis. The Al Thakira Mangroves offer a surprising escape into nature, completely different from Qatar's deserts and urban landscapes. This protected ecosystem is a maze of green channels, calm waters, and thriving wildlife, including herons, flamingos, fish, and crabs. The best way to explore the mangroves is by kayak, paddling through narrow waterways that feel peaceful and secluded, especially at sunrise or sunset when the sky reflects beautifully on the water. The area is also a sanctuary for migratory birds, making it ideal for nature lovers and photographers. The contrast of green mangroves against the surrounding desert terrain creates one of Qatar's most unique and calming environments. 10. Qatar National Museum, the desert rose come to life. Designed by architect Jean Nouvel, the National Museum of Qatar is built to resemble a giant desert rose crystal, a formation commonly found beneath the Qatari desert sands. Its interlocking discs create an extraordinary architectural sculpture that immediately captures attention. Inside, the museum offers a cinematic storytelling experience through immersive rooms, interactive exhibits, massive screens, and carefully curated artifacts that explain Qatar's history, from its geological origins and Bedouin life to the pearling era and the nation's rapid modernization. Each gallery flows into the next like chapters of a beautifully narrated journey. The museum's outdoor courtyards, shaded pathways, and reflective pools create a peaceful transition between the futuristic exterior and the historic heart of the old royal palace preserved inside. Its audiovisual displays use soundscapes, large-scale projections, and immersive storytelling to make visitors feel as if they're traveling through Qatar's past in real time. By the end of the visit, the building itself feels like a living desert rose, a symbol of the nation's identity, beauty, and remarkable transformation.